night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say, a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We're up and running then. Now it's Dovbik, played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pobega. Juan Miranda tries to pass it through. Space for him to turn and look. And he couldn't finish.
Orsolini deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Zaragoza making good progress. Orsolini. Tsimikas does really well to win the ball there. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cross into the box, and a header! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Nice looking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Al-Sharawi. And here's Dybala. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. A corner it is then. And we have our very first corner. El-Sharawi goes short. And this is... Can he finish? He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Freuler, that's destined for the flank, and he's quick to return it, and he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bologna clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. El Ainawi, and it's Kone.
Zaragoza really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that could set him on his way.
That's good defensive concentration. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Driving on and making good progress. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets a good foot in there. El-Sharawi, Kone.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through. It's El-Sharawi! And it's a goal! The first significant strike. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Numero 92, El Shaarawy.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Kone. Now it's Dybala.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Juan Miranda, probing pass. El Shaarawy cuts it out. And here's Dybala. Dybala! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter. Roma can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He leaps for it! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And Musso is there, and he can get that clear. Dybala. And it's El Shaarawy. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Dybala. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Dybala. Pobega. Juan Miranda. Freuler. Juan Miranda.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Tries to play it through. Pobega receives it in a good position here. There's the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fat. Great chance! And he hits the net. And they're back in front. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely.
And that is all they have time for. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Kone, El Shaarawy. That's the keeper's ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Freuler. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he plays one through. Freuler. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brilliantly cut out. Pobega. And now the breakaway. And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free. Showing good feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. El Shaarawy looking to receive it in space. He's being urged to shoot. Pobega. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he latch on to this?
Bologna really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Played out wide. Now that's well seen too. Nicely weighted ball. Kone picks it up out wide. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the counter is on. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's only too happy to take that back. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Dybala. Well timed, excellent interception. Juan Miranda. Orsolini. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he cuts out the supply. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Freuler. Rowe. So what can they make of this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Dovbik, looking for options for movement. And he's heaved it away.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9, numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 19.
And he's quick to get rid.
Roma clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's a sharp pass. Freuler. That's a little off target. And it's Celik. Ambitious ball here. And it's hoisted clear. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Marlon. He's in a great... Goes for a shot! And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
It's a pretty loose pass. Celik. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Roma are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Freuler. Pobega. Looking for the run. It's a goal kick. Has a look and plays it forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is as far as it goes. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this.